Hello, everyone. How are you? My name is Michael Harmon, and I'm here with the On the Case with Kamau Kujichagulia podcast. Brother Kamau, my dad, is not here today for some reason. We haven't been able to get in touch with him. So I'm going to be doing the interview with Miss Kenya Bullock, Kenny B, of the Block Trenton Inc. And Miss Kenya, how are you?
I'm good. Happy Thursday. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, thank you. Happy Thursday to you too. This is odd because I'm used to being here with my father. I'm not used to being by myself, so I'm kind of nervous, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Look,
Um, this has been a good couple weeks, I'd say, ever since Montgomery, Alabama. Things have been looking up. Some craziness went down there in Montgomery, Alabama, but Ms. Bullock, you are with the Black Trenton. Can you explain who you are and what the Black Trenton is about?
yeah, so I am Kenya Kenny B. Bullock, born and raised in Trenton, East Trenton to be exact. I am an interdisciplinary artist. My primary background is in theater design. I'm a lighting designer, but I also studied film in the African diaspora. And so I use all of those things to create programming and artistic experiences for people. When I was a fresh graduate from college, I created the Block Trenton. And it has become a nonprofit, an organization
Mm-hmm.
centered around healing for our folks. So what we do is we try to accumulate resources to give back to our communities for free. And so what that means is like if we host a workshop, an artistic workshop where we're teaching some type of art form, we want all the supplies and all of the
Okay.
programming to be free for our folks.
Okay.
Knowing, the financial backgrounds and things that we come from, we don't always have it to pay for programming. And so
Exactly.
our main goal is to educate first, educate our people, read, educate ourselves, be educated, but also to provide artistic experiences for free for the community.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you go to school?
So I went to Dickinson College, but before then, I went to PJ Hill. So I went the entire time from elementary to middle, and then I went to Trent High West. From Trent High West, I went to Dickinson College in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, where I studied first. I studied chemistry and psychology, and then I wound up with the theater design, film, and media with a minor in psychology. Um, I believe that I can learn all of the things, but my main focus is to find a language that makes sense for our people. And I feel like, regardless of our language, we may not be able to understand one another's language, but we can understand art, and that connects people across the board.
Definitely, definitely. Um, what about on the block? Where are you guys located?
So right now we are at 13 West Front Street downtown. It's
Mhm.
right next to the smokehouse. It's Hub 13. We do all of our food giveaways there. We house our pantry there, and we have an office there.
Okay. Do you guys have any upcoming events that you would like people to know about?
Yes, so actually next Sunday we are doing a food giveaway. We call it our community meal. What we do with our community meal is that we set up a thrift shop. So we have free clothing, shoes, toiletries, baby supplies for folks to come in,
Hmm.
and anyone from the community can do that. You don't have to be considered the houseless. You can be anyone from the community, and then we also have a meal. Our meals are always great because our moms prepare them, and so we're giving folks fresh ingredients, good ingredients. Moms pack a bag with the food, and also beverages and snacks, whatever is donated that day. And that's also at 13 Front Street from 12 to 2. Sorry, I can't.
What Front Street again? 13
13 West Front
Front
Street,
Street.
right next to the smoke. Yes. Sorry.
Um, 13 West Front Street, right next to the smokehouse. I know exactly where that is. That's one of my little hangout spots. That's where the First Fridays is. For some reason, First Fridays have been canceled in the city.
Yes.
Can
Yeah.
you?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, we're lagging. We're lagging.
I'm here.
I said we're doing a little bit of lagging.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, I see.
What other organizations in the city do you work with?
So I work with a lot of
Yeah, we're doing a
organizations.
lot of lagging.
I work with a lot of organizations in
I
the
don't have a
city.
good connection.
Oh,
Can you?
yes, I'm here. Can you hear me better if I turn off the camera and just speak through the mic?
I don't think it's just you.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Can you? Yeah, I don't think it is.
Hear you now.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. This has never happened before. I did just recently switch to my computer from my phone, but I'm hooked up Ethernet, so everything is in the area.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, it's not working out.
No.
I can hear you, but you freeze every time you say that. You freeze. You then freeze. This
Oh,
is not working.
okay.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I am sorry, Miss Kenya. My dad not being here has thrown. I can't hear anything you say. I'm sorry, Kenya.
It's okay.
I don't know what to do. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, how was that?
That's good. I can hear you now.
All right, I turned off my Ethernet on my computer and I came back to my phone, and this is definitely the way to go. This is definitely the way to go. All right, see if I can fix this now. Okay, that's just gonna have to work. I am so sorry, Kenya. We got so distracted. You were the last question I asked is what local schools or organizations do you work with, and I didn't get an answer to that.
Yes, so currently I am working with Hub 13 downtown. I am working with Artworks Trenton. They will always be home. With Hub 13, I assist with events. I use it as a co working space. It's really great for younger folks to network and sort of build that foundation, but all across, honestly. There's a lot of studios in there. There are folks that do DIY work. There are other nonprofits and folks that also record podcasts there. And then for 120 East State, we are currently partnering with them to do a project called Voices of the Block, which is an oral histories project, which is how you met me, promoting that. Centered around Old Trenton neighborhood. And so I'm doing a deep dive into the history of Old Trenton neighborhood, but not just what they have in the books. I want to talk to the people. I'm all about getting down to the stories of the folks that exist in the neighborhoods. And so I've been chatting with some folks who have grown up in sort of like the Perry Streets, Academies,
Mhm.
Montgomerys.
Okay.
to sort of see what their view of the neighborhood and their family histories are. And we are going to make that a documentary, which tells the story from the community's points of view.
Okay.
And that's the biggest project that I have going on right now. I work with a lot of other organizations. I work with ISLES, and I have a couple other projects going on. And so, yeah, I'm around and I'm open to projects with any and
Okay.
everybody.
You, you mentioned the art building, the artworks, and
Yes.
the Passage Theater. I just
Yes.
did I just did an acting class
Oh, nice.
maybe a couple months ago at the Artworks building, but with the people from Passage Theater. And
Yes.
do you guys have anything available for actors?
So not right now, but that is my baby. That's my passion, and so
Okay.
I'm working on it. I'm working on some programming that could come to the town because right now inside of Trenton there aren't any programs for folks who aren't. Um, no, there aren't any consistent programs for folks who are interested in theater but aren't a part of like the unions. And so my goal is to hopefully start programming that is ongoing for any and everyone who want to learn about the different parts of theater. And also, Passage gave me my first internship post college here in Trenton, and so that's also home and family, and will always be.
Yeah, Passage Theater. There's some excellent people over there. Excellent people over there. We had a good time. The class was great. I learned a lot, and it's got me actually interested in acting.
Oh, that's great. Yes,
Yeah.
welcome, welcome.
And I've never really been on the art scene like that before. But okay, okay. Now on the block, 13 Front Street. Um, where can we see you? Like, what are we going to see you doing next?
Whew. So I'm currently working on some pieces to debut. So 2 years ago, I lost my sister, and I wrote along the way to help me heal through that process. And so I'm finally ready to share it. You know how they say they have like the different stages of grief, and so I'm finally in the stage where I am able to speak about it, and share my story. And so I'm hoping by the time spring of next year comes, I'll be inviting folks to see some of the work that I wrote during that process to really get a deep dive into who I am and the art that I like to make. Because it is theater, but it's experimental. And so it's not like the theater that we see, the typical theater that we see, but really excited to bring folks in. But please be on the lookout for us canvassing through the neighborhood for Voices of the Block. Like I said, we will be interviewing people. We are hoping to host a few workshops on
Okay.
storytelling, and we're hoping to have a community poetry slam. And so, if you are looking for that information, we have a website, theblock.trenton.org. And so, anything that we'll be releasing will be on our webpage.
Theblock.trenton.org. That's how folks can get in contact with you if they want to volunteer or do some work with you guys.
Yes, and also the blog trenton@gmail.com is our email. And so if you have any inquiries about volunteering or any interest in any of the workshops and things that we may have coming up, please do contact us.
Okay, and look, I'm sorry for your loss that you were talking about earlier. I'm looking forward to seeing what you have created from that inspiration. And then Miss Kenya Bullock, if there's anything else that's out there that we should know about you, let's hear it.
Um, Nothing really. The only thing I'd say is I have a very deep love for Trenton. I love Trenton to the core. I am Trenton through and through. People got so annoyed with me in college because that is all I could talk about. And you know, they give one narrative in the media, but there's also a whole nother side to us, and that side is the strength of community. Because I've always known community through
Mhm.
Trenton. That is our will to fight and gather our resources. Because I've always known to be able to lean on my neighbor, right, and my neighbor lean on me. That is our
Right.
will to make sure that whatever we need is here, despite all of whatever narratives come out, right, about us. And I've always felt that I had someone to lean on, or that I was safe somewhere inside of Trenton. And so
Okay.
that is who I am, and that's what I stand for when it comes to Trenton. And I'm always willing to collaborate on anything, whether it be community giveaways, whether it be hosting a class, a free class, gathering the resources for that, or just showing up and being a part and networking at different events.
You're just about Trenton, huh?
I am through and
Right.
through.
All right. Well, Ms. Bullock, it was very nice having you. You said you went to Trenton High West, right?
did. I
What
did.
year did you graduate, if you don't mind me asking?
2015.
2015. It was around 2010, where I was a long-term substitute teacher at
Oh
Trenton High West.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. I remember my substitute teaching days in Trenton High School. Very inspirational. I love working with the kids.
Yeah, West Campus. I'm so sad it's not here anymore, but I love that
Yeah,
school.
yeah. Right down the street. Right down
Right.
the street. Well, Miss Kenya Bullock, Kenny B, it was very nice having you on the show. Next week, my father will be back, and so I apologize because this was a very impromptu show, but
No
I'm glad
worries.
you came, and I'm glad we, were able to get your message out.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, and hopefully we'll do it again, and we'll do it again the right way.
Yes, anytime. Just let me know.
All right, Kenny B. Bullock from On the Block Trenton Inc. All right. Thank you guys for coming out. We appreciate you. This is a short show this week, but we'll be back next week with Daryl Robinson, personal friend of mine, Daryl Robinson, out of Lawrenceville, New Jersey. He'll be our guest next week. And tonight, Miss Kenya Bullock, thank you. And have a good night, everybody.